Okay, so this is how you could add a 3D effect to your artwork. This is a stitching that's done with orange yarn on watercolor paper. So you really need thick paper to do it. If you're working with a pencil drawing or colored pencil on thinner paper, you're going to need to find some heavier paper that will hold it up. Now, I could, or any kind of collage element that I want to add, where instead of using glue, I could stitch. That would work. Or if I want to I just want to stitch decorative things on him, like maybe I want to stitch his mask or stitch patterns around or something, then you're going to need to glue that down into heavier paper. All right. To do this, you're going to need some cardboard, and you're going to need to pre-punch your holes so that I'm not punching into the table, but I'm punching into the cardboard here. So let's make a running stitch all the way across. I've pre-punched 6 holes. Now I need to get my yarn, which is about an arm's length, not enough to completely annoy me, but not short enough that I can always cut off the extra, and that's fine. And I do my trick for threading the yarn, where I pull it tight across the eye of the needle, and when I pull it out, I keep that there, rotate to the eye, and then stuff it back in. Here we are. Now, for the end of the needle, I'm going to need to tie that end into a double knot. Do not tie the knot to the needle, or you won't be able to fit the needle through the paper. So I'm going to go a double knot, makes the U, round through the center of the O, and tie. And then I do that again. Make an O, round the back through the center, and have to manipulate it a little to get it to land on there. Well, let me do one more. There we go. That's a good knot. Now that's not going to fit through any of my holes. So here I go back. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to go through the back side. And then I'm pulling. I hold on to my yarn so it doesn't come out. And pull, 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 pull. There it is. See that knot stopped it there. Now in the front, I'm going to go back down. And pull through. And I'm going to do that all the way across. Okay, now I'm ending on the back, which is where I want to tie my knot. If you have an even numbered, or if it's ending on the front, you may just want to poke another hole so that you can end on the back. That's where you're going to tie your knot. And to tie that knot, I'm going to go underneath the last stitch, but before I pull it all the way, I'm going to come back through the loop. And there is once. Now I got to do it again. I'm going to come back through, pull. Now before I pull it too tight, I'm going to come back for it. And tie that. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to cut the tail off here. And I'll cut this tail a little bit shorter too. And on the back, I've got a nice little running stitch.